Hello everyone, I am Pranav Jerry Chopra, international badminton player specializing in mixed doubles and men doubles. Firstly, I would like to thank Satpal Mittal School for inviting me here and giving me the opportunity to share my thoughts with you all. Today, I am here to share an important learning from my badminton journey. Everyone knows how to deal with success and to be on cloud nine and celebrate. But the most important thing in life is how you handle your failures. In my view, we learn the most important lessons from our failures. God gave human a superpower. Do you know what that superpower is? That superpower is to rise from the ashes. In simpler terms, the ability to come back harder and stronger after every failure. There is a famous saying at Tata Group of Companies, and it says, dare to try. Two instances have left an indelible imprint on my life, and I thought I must share these with you today on this platform. The first one comes from mid 2012 from a senior national championship, which is India's biggest domestic tournament. I had participated in this tournament in men doubles. We were not the favorites, but there were two, three other senior players who were considered the stars worthy of winning the championship. The tournament started, and as luck would have it, our physical training enabled us to eliminate one of the top players, and the other one had to exit because of an injury. We reached the finals and had our best chances to become the national champions, as we were up against an unranked pair. By now, we were the favorites to win the title, and people started congratulating us even before the match, as everyone thought that it would be a cakewalk for us, including my parents. But then all of this took us from being confident to being under extreme pressure. Uh, Destiny had something else for us, and we were not meant to be the national champions that year. I had failed. I was shattered and in tears in front of the whole stadium. I had not only failed myself, but I also failed all of them who had expectations from me to win this title, especially my parents. I was feeling terrible. I didn't want to go home. I didn't have the courage to face my parents. I felt small and a failure. And in my mind, this was like an end. The suffering was not just for that one day, it continued for more than a year, where I had to face rejections on various levels, which otherwise would have made me eligible for some exclusive privileges. We usually have this tournament every year, but this time it got delayed due to some reasons, and it was conducted after 1.5 years, which prolonged our wait to fight again for this title. Whenever I had a tough training session or I could not complete a particular practice, I remembered this match and pushed my limits to do all that I couldn't do before. Each and every day for that 1.5 years, I just had the visuals of that match, which could have actually broken me down mentally, but instead motivated me to work even harder. We came back for that tournament after 1.5 years and progressed quite well throughout the tournament to reach the finals. And guess what? We were facing the same pair who we had lost to in the finals last time. This time, we started off the match in a lot of pressure because of the memories from the last time. But as it proceeded, all our hard work started to take charge and we could get hold of our nerves. I had my parents sitting in the audience, and you see, the pressure was not just in the badminton court, but also outside the court. That my father couldn't even see the whole match as he got so tensed because of our bad start. It was a close match, and India had got their new national champion, Pranav Jerry Chopra. I went running to my parents, hugged them, and I was crying again in front of the whole stadium. But this time, it was totally for a different reason. This one incident was a turning point in my career, which gave me a lot of strength to handle my setbacks in a better way and take a step forward after every failure. I actually have another interesting story for you all, which is about one of my best chances to qualify for the Rio Olympics and which got me to my career's best world rank. So, this comes from January 2016. This tournament was a part of the Olympic qualification and one of the highest level of international tournaments organized by India. I was lucky that I got to perform at such a high level tournament in front of my own people. We had a very tough draw where we had to face world number 10, 7, and 6, all in the knockout rounds, one after the other. And we had not won against any of these pairs in all our previous meetings. After beating the world number 10, everyone thought that it was a fluke, but we also went on to defeat world number 7 in a very close match. We had no pressure because we were playing against the top players in the world. And I'm a firm believer, if you give your best, then anything can happen. And that's what happened. We won against the world number 6 also and entered into the finals. Unbelievable moment for us to have defeated world number 10, 7, and 6 in the same tournament in consecutive rounds. All eyes and hopes were on us to deliver another outstanding performance and get our first big international title. We were very excited to be walking into the court for the match against the world number 14. Crowd cheering for us all loudly from the very beginning. And their support gave us immense confidence to play the final match. We won the first game and we were in full control. We had 2 match points in the second game, but somehow we could not convert them into a win. And guess what? We lost that game. Slowly things started changing, and in no time we lost the match too. With that match, we also lost one of our best chances to fight for a spot in the Olympics. It was a dream run for us, but we could not give the perfect ending to it. I was I was standing on the podium with the silver medal, but I wasn't really there. I just felt lost. In fact, I was so lost that if you ask me today, I actually don't remember what happened on that day during the medal ceremony. 1 year later, I came back for this same tournament. A lot had happened in this 1 year. We had got a new Malaysian coach who asked me to focus only on mixed doubles from now and gave me a new partner. We sincerely followed his practice and tournament planning and soon started winning many medals at the international level. This time I was participating in that same high level international tournament in mixed doubles, having world top ranked pairs participating in this tournament, including world number 3. Uh, we faced some strong challenges from the world ranked pairs, but slowly and steadily, I was into the finals again. 1 year back, I had lost this finals, and what not had I lost with that? I was calm, uh, But some painful memories from last year finals kept haunting me. And we went trailing in the first game 12-17 in a 21 points game. I I just went to my partner with a thought that at the end of the match, we can either feel pity for losing yet another final, or we can try our best, putting all the belief in the hard work we have done. Even though we were trailing in the first game, we both courageously stepped up to the situation and could win the match in two straight games. This time on the podium was different. I was wearing my gold medal, hearing our national anthem being played in the stadium because of us, making the entire Indian crowd extremely proud. This title helped me to achieve the rank of world number 13, which is my career's best world rank. And with that, we also became only the second pair from India to reach this high in the world in mixed doubles. It also gave me a lot of confidence to win more medals at even higher level of international tournaments, one of which is a Commonwealth Games gold medal. So these were my two stories out of many, which made me accept that failure is inevitable, but it's you who can either give up or choose to get back and fight again for what you want to achieve. I believe somewhere your mental health is also related to your physical preparation. And you will experience this yourself, that you feel really confident if you have prepared well. I feel there are no miracles. You have to work hard to achieve every small little thing you have dreamt of. Uh, like in a match, you won't miraculously play extraordinary strokes unless you have practiced them before. And this applies in every field and at every level, not only in sports, but also in academics. Lastly, I just want to say failures are no disgrace, but the beginning of your race to success. That's it from my side. Thank you.